All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to D's Divinity, D's Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining in with me today. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back to all the former subscribers and welcome to all the new subscribers. Once again, thank you all for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and dive into this beautiful pick a card. I was gonna call it monthly, but I guess technically it still is. We just finishing this thing out a little bit differently, y'all. Before we dive into it, though, it should go without saying, please do check the description box for any information that you may want or need to know. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. As it states in the description box, these readings are intended to be timeless. Time and energy are fluid, meaning you could have already gone through this, you may currently be going through this, and or this may be a prophetic message to come if you decide to embrace and embody the energy or advice that Spirit has for you within the reading or readings, okay? Please keep in mind that they are general. Not all may apply to you, and that's perfectly okay. Take what does and let the rest fly. I may not even be talking to you nor about you. I may be talking to or about someone to whom you're closely connected, friend, family, or foe. I do not know. Only you know your life, so use your free will and discernment to determine that, okay? I know I just said too that time and energy are fluid, but really, you'll notice when we get into the piles or selections that I attributed a month to it, but it really does not matter. This was really just to go hand in hand with the yearly predictions. But again, please keep that in mind. It's really just to keep things kind of in order so you can follow, but this could happen at any time for you, to be quite honest, okay? All right. What else I need to say? We also don't subscribe to gender roles over here, but you will hear me say he, she. That's in reference to masculine and or feminine energies. I am big on numerology, whether or not I call it out, but if and when I do, I intend for it to likely resonate with your life path number, the day or month you're born, or even the house you want to pay particular attention to in your natal chart. I have no idea. Whatever applies, whatever resonates with you, go with it, okay? And it could just be, dang, I can't even get it out. It could just be flat out confirmation for you, all right? Or for you to pay particular attention at that time, okay? Whatever, however. So, and really quickly just getting into, I guess, the quote, house selection, even though it's what it is, it's whatever. This is, of course, still pile 1, but we're dealing with the kind of month of October, if you will, because this is finishing up the last quarter of the year. And then this is pile 2, which is November, and then pile 3, which is December. But like I say all the time anyway, you may be affected overall as a collective. We are affected by the energy no matter what anyway, no matter what sign we're talking about, no matter but if it's heavier in your chart, you may more likely be affected more so than others, okay? All right. But anyway, so please do, you can by all means feel free to check out each and every pile, because like I said, it really applies to y'all in general overall anyways, or us I should say. But take your time, y'all. Go with what resonates. One may resonate with you more so than another, but there still may be messages of advice within each one, and you'll see in the wrap up anyway how it all coincides, okay? Just like the previous monthlies. And I didn't flip over your topper because like I said, we switching it up. We're doing it a little bit differently, but we also have a divine abundance underneath here, which we'll get into towards the end of the reading, to see maybe advice or whatever that's coming through for you in regards to said energy, okay? All right. Take all the time that you need. Whenever you're ready, y'all, timestamps will be below. Let go and grow. Let's get a quick word of prayer, okay, before we even get going. To the Most High, Heavenly and Divine, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I come to you saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much for this day, for this opportunity. Thank you for your leadership, your guidance. Thank you for using me as a clear and open channel to bring forth the messages to the collective, straight and clear, no chaser. Thank you so very much for the voice of reason, for the mental stability, for the clarity, for the insight and the wisdom. I pray as always that the reading uplifts, enlightens, heals, encourages, nurtures, nourishes, whatever the viewer may need at the time of viewing, and may it play out for the highest good of any and all involved. For this and all other blessings I come, ask, and give thanks. yet again. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh. All right, y'all, let's go. All right. Welcome, my beautiful Taurians. Those of you who chose this pile number 1 and or the month of October. Let's get it. We are diving deeper into this adversity energy. And boy, oh boy, anytime, that's kind of one of them words almost like patience, right? It's like you really don't want to see it, but at the end of the day, it's going to be for your highest good, and it's meant to strengthen your character, you know what I'm saying? Strengthen your will, your faith, all that good junk. Your resilience, I'm hearing, all that. I do feel like y'all are the lighthouse. You are the tower. You are meant to be, some of you, okay? And we as light workers, we go through probably the most strenuous or toughest lessons, right? Because we are meant to be the beacon of light for others to follow, right? But understand, I'm hearing that, God won't put more on you than you can bear, right? And realize what it's for. If you see it from a higher perspective, I'm getting third eye vision through this as well. Anyway, Piscean energy potentially you're dealing with. But if you recognize that, then it won't be so difficult as your human part of you wants you to believe, or even the ego, I'm hearing, right? There may be something to do with the number 2, 4, 6 and or 12. I just said that, Piscean energy, but that's all about balance, right? Harmony, peace. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And those are the toughest lessons. That's why I said that's probably why I got that patience is similar to patience to me. Because, that's the toughest lessons, but you get the greatest blessings, right, in return. So, let's see what this may have to deal with for you. Getting into your topper. Oh, beautiful. This is you. This is you. Beautiful earth energy. Pachamama. Come on through, baby. She's gorgeous. Look at all them animals. Oh, I meant to even tell y'all in the intro. Y'all got overall the energy of abundance anyway. I saw a rabbit on my way to where I am right now. And so, that may be a spirit animal totem along with everything else that's in here, honey. We got the tiger, the wolf, the hummingbird, which keeps coming out. By the way, I know y'all got something to do that because that came out heavy in Aries reading. You may want to check that out. And we'll get to the bottom, the overall underall energies of each deck in just a minute. But yeah, what we got? The eagle. I heard falcon too. Buffalo, butterfly. What else up in here? Owl. So much wisdom. And it's just like, but pay attention to nature. Cheetah. I can't forget that on top of her head, honey. She transforming into that cheetah. And that's crazy because wasn't that right here for Aries? Maybe it was a sinner. I think it was a sinner. Either way, and I forget who it was that was there, but I said the same. I said she's transforming into I want to say eggshell. Yeah. Anyway, check it out. Like I said, check out that reading if you feel called. Pachamama says she with the Andean emerald heart. I'm telling you, this that earth energy, heart healing, 4th chakra. Your spirit guides and your ancestors are definitely watching over you and protecting you. They're leading and guiding you. Thank God. You may want or need to do some root work or even womb healing. We all have a womb, y'all, male or female. Just your creative center, okay? Oh, I love how 19 Keys said it in one of his latest interviews. Well, at the time of filming. But I think it's the Divine Feminine with Queen Afua. Oh, I love that video. Oh my God, that's powerful. That's so much power in that video and so much information and knowledge and wisdom. But anyway, I love how he said it, and which is true. Like, males, you may not have a physical womb to carry a child, but your brain is still your womb, right? That's your creative center. We all have a womb, and we all come from the womb, Anyway, we'll get to this reading towards the end, okay? And I pray you can see that all right. Scooch y'all over a little bit. We'll also get to this towards the end as well. There you go. Okay, let's see what this is about for you. Pile 1. Wow. Movement. Endings. To go on a new journey. Or an ascended one, right? She's climbing up. She's moving on up. To that deluxe apartment in the sky, this is balance. This is balance of all aspects of you, especially masculine and feminine, that light and dark, however you want to look at it. All right. Some of you may be into the occult, or tarot, or that may be how you get the message, how you deliver the message. I don't know. What is that on her? Oh yeah, the number 10. Of course, 10 and or 1 may be important to you. Some of you may want to incorporate other forms of divination into your practice if you do, like maybe dice work, or I don't know, I'm getting these as charms or something, chips, I don't know. You can use, God will speak to you through so many different means. Some of you may literally be receiving, or like you're going through this cycle, whatever cycle this may be, in order to receive whatever blessings you have been wishing for. And for many of you, it could be like, not only is it a spiritual ascension, but it's you'll see your blessings come in the physical as well, and in the form of potentially a new vehicle, whatever that means. I'm even hearing a new home. You may be moving to a new home or something, because I'm getting that heavy with these two right here. Home is where the heart is. Your home may be everywhere. I love how 19 Keys said it too in that video. Like, my home is everywhere. I mean, it's like God energy, right? Omnipresent, for real. It's something real deep with that though. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The time is now. I feel like some of you may be oh, okay. So the advice comes, don't rush it, because some of you may be a little bit impatient, okay? The other thing I was getting is, don't pick your crops before it's ready. Something about that. Don't harvest it before it's ready, okay? Some of you, though, this may be, like I said, when I first turned it over, the time is now. You may be receiving this blessing during this time, right? During the month of October, or even just the fall. Or this is definitely, I feel like this is your energy. So it could be even during Taurus season, Virgo and or Capricorn. And for whatever reason, I was trying to say Scorpio. It could even be during you definitely want to pay attention to pile number 2, because this is sage energy, strong, but which is November, December. Honestly, both of these, which is November, December. But look at this, that's crazy, because I'm just now paying attention. That's I told y'all, patience, right? For sure, that's for sure. And for this to be center for y'all, that's, yeah, you definitely got something to do with these 2 months, okay? I mean, obviously. But I'm just saying, if you didn't feel like you wanted to check those out, you may want to. I'm sure there's going to be a message in there for you. Okay. All right. Wow. I get straight resistance from this. That's why I was saying Scorpio. This is Scorpionic energy. But I feel like it's, like I said, it's resistance. This is resistant to change. And this is so much impatience, I feel. Y'all may have been blocking this for sure. Like, don't block your blessing, because I see this manifestation trying to come through, right? I get it. Thank you, Spirit. Very much so, Claire. That's exactly what this is. It's testing you, baby. That's the challenge that you're having to deal with, Taurus. And I get, stop being stubborn. That's what they said. Because it could come very quickly with these monarchs and this lightning, especially. It could come very, very quickly. But see, you impatient. you need to stay tuned. Okay? And I keep hearing, sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. That's just what I get with this. Mind you, I didn't even say that the number 38, 38, or even 11, that's that potential new, right? You got double confirmation with these 7s right here. So you really got 1, 6, 16, and 7, right? 1, 6, 7. What I say? Y'all know y'all get it. And I forgot 10 in there, but we already said 1. Okay. All right, let's see the potential abundance that you may be even blocking, or, that's trying to come through. I don't know. Woo! Yes, honey. This came out exactly right here for Aries. So y'all definitely got something to do with the Aries, especially because this is at the bottom of the deck for the tarot. Some of y'all are truly being stubborn, impatient, controlling. Honey, I don't know, but y'all need to get balanced with that 4. And that, I'm telling y'all, especially within your heart, you may be all over the place. That's what I'm kind of feeling, especially with the way that these are set up. You may be truly all over the place. Just can't get right, can't sit still. And again, I like I told Aries, there's something with the number 8 in this, and this is limitless potential, as it says, y'all. There's major growth and beauty within the transformation process if you allow. Stop resisting it, for sure. It says, see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. What I just tell y'all? Oh my God. I love it when they do that. I surely do. Oh my. Thank you. That's it though. That's it. That's all. Let me go ahead and show y'all the rest of the bottom of the deck energies. Look at here. We're going to get to it in the end, but I mean, plain as day. And that's what you're not doing with this, because I'm telling y'all, I get straight resistance. You might want to take heed. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest to stop trying to control the whole. Man, that's enough said. I just said that with this. That's exactly what you're trying to do, and especially you got the world energy out here. Y'all trying to control it too much. And then the bottom of the headers is Mayu. Soma from the galactic heart. It's all about this heart chakra energy, and I'm telling y'all, man, that's the place where you can manifest the greatest. And when you come from an attitude of gratitude, you just watch him multiply. God will show up and show out so grand and so great, like you won't even, I don't think you won't, what's that saying, you won't have enough hands to receive, or some kind of way that go. It's just an overflow, an abundance. I told y'all that rabbit, that's why they brought that back to mind. Because I sure forgot. Anyway, moving on. I'm so sorry. I do apologize, Power One. I realized I forgot to read you your header. Okay? Or topper, excuse me. Pachamama. Pages 180 through, for what I'm going to read you, it goes, through 182. And but it continues through 183 because she leaves you with the healing process. And like I've told each and every group or pile or whatever, they're long enough, so if you are interested in the healing process, you can hit me up and I will gladly send it to you. Okay, all right, here we go. She with the Indian emerald heart. Pachamama, the goddess of the earth, honored by the indigenous peoples of the Andes, holds space for many different creatures to live within her field, including the crazy, beautiful, dangerous, and divine humanity. She knows that life thrives through diversity. She is able to foster life with such genius and generosity because there is no fear preventing her from holding space for the new to emerge. Be open to the new and the different in yourself and your life. Trust, like the Earth Mother, as an act of devotion. She is watching over you as you evolve to manifest the fullness of your sacred and original life purpose. Inner reading. Don't hold back from what is happening. Things need to change, so let them change. That's why y'all got the Tower in reverse, honey. That's exactly what I was telling y'all. It may seem chaotic or overwhelming now. However, when you realize that you don't need to figure it all out, you will relax, allowing the wisdom of what is happening at a deeper level to unfold. That's what I was saying about y'all feeling all over the place, because I definitely got that vibe. That's that chaos a little bit. Trust that your inner resources are enough and will grow to meet your needs for soul expression in the world. You may sometimes feel like you're juggling too many projects with too few arms. The Divine Mother can help you if you trust her to keep an eye open on things. Wait a minute. The Divine Mother can help you if you trust her to keep an eye on things and guide the process for you. This oracle indicates that peace and harmony will eventually triumph over conflict and challenge, bringing about a new way of being. Ain't that what the adversity was telling you? Spiritual guidance. How is it that the boundless diversity of nature interacts as an extraordinary and harmonious ecosystem rather than dropping into a melee of competing interests, destructive conflict, or soul-deadening copycat conformity? It is all a question of holding space for it. The more diverse the input into any field, the more potential there is for conflict, yes, but also for creative innovation. Through our differences, we can bring out the best in each other. We could also allow differences to bring out the worst in each other. If we do so, allowing them to close us down out of fear, we would stifle the uniqueness of the soul. If we cannot hold space for increasing diversity, We risk extinguishing our creative passion for originality, and then the energy, excitement, and evolution that uniqueness evokes will be lost. Those of us in positions of spiritual leadership and sacred guardianship desire a more vitalizing outcome for our communities. That means we need to tend to the way that we hold space. For such an invisible, no sir, come on out of there. Thank you. Nope, please come out of there. Please come out of there. Come on back over here. Hey, there's a big bee that I'm talking to. Oh my goodness, and he's up in there. He just want to be nosy, or she. Anyway, let's see. Those of us in positions of spiritual leadership and sacred guardianship desire a more vitalizing outcome for our communities. That means we need to tend to the way that we hold space. For such an invisible concept, holding space has an extraordinary power. To tap into that power, we need to understand that we cannot hold for another what we cannot hold for ourselves. It has been said in Buddhist wisdom teachings that without compassion for the self, there cannot ever truly be compassion for another. Modern psychology teaches us that we cannot love another being before learning how to love ourselves. This is empowering. It means that we can grow as capable, new world leaders and guardians of communities through the work that we do within. It is reassuring to remember that the more we are able to hold a space for ourselves, the more we become a presence in which others can also flourish. As you do your inner work, your presence can create sacred space that is constructive, potent, and transformative. Like ripples in the pond of consciousness, which emanate outward from the center, the space you hold within can create a freeing and uplifting consciousness, palpable in its effect. This will have a potential reach far beyond what you may expect. As we grow in our role of sacred guardianship on this planet, the space we hold for ourselves in the world becomes more potent and important. That space can become a way for diversity to be either a beautiful orchestra or a cacophony of chaos. The outcome depends on our ability to hold a sacred feminine presence that allows for differences to be integrated into oneness, whilst understanding that oneness has nothing to do with sameness. I like that. You have the ability to bring great life to the souls of this world through honoring your own soul journey. Don't underestimate the importance of your inner work, nor the healing effect it initiates in the world. Okay? That's pretty powerful. All right, y'all. I do apologize for nearly forgetting that. And moving on. If this resonates with you, y'all know what to do. For those of you who are new, comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, but especially in including yourself. And I pray this is what you're here for. Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're joining me for another pile, let go. Alrighty. Welcome, my beautiful Taurians, those of you who chose this pile or month. This is the pile, and these are the messages for you. Now we are diving deeper into this empathy energy, right? Y'all should already know what this means, but in case you don't, just have the heart, which is what we're talking about. I feel like overall for y'all, something is really heavy about focusing on your heart chakra. But if you have any kind of heart, you'll understand or understand, let me say it like that, where others may be coming from. Okay, you can empathize a little more. This definitely, I'm getting rose quartz vibes and that just loving, Kuan Yin, caring, compassion energy from here. And it's definitely talking about the fourth chakra here. Heavy. The card itself says, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, it may have something to do with your family, I'm getting with that, because I'm hearing root chakra. It doesn't matter. It could be anybody, you know, not even just blood, right? Anybody you consider family. Okay. All right. Let's see what this is about. Ooh. Wow. And if you are coming from Power One, this is exactly what it's saying. Like I told y'all, y'all are the beacon of light, right? Honor the light within you. Look at all that green earth energy, right? 43 potentially being a 7. That's like almost a third. Well, that's a lot of 7s that came out for you. But it's about that balance and stability and in alignment, I feel, right? In order for your manifestations to come through, whatever that may be. This really is giving me all chakra. That's why I said I'm getting alignment. You got all the colors of the chakra rainbow, if you will, right? It's something heavy about, like I said, that heart chakra, like balancing that, especially so you can, and the throat chakra, which is what you rule, right, Taurus? So, but what I'm getting is that you may need to, not even may, the advice is to really stabilize and ground yourself within your heart, within your home, right? So that you can speak lovingly to whoever this may be. Because I feel like, I mean, whoever I'm talking to right here, we are definitely empaths, and we are meant to, as I said already, be beacons of light for others to follow. Show them the way. Show me the way. Yes, yes, and yes. Just trying to make room, y'all. I'm probably have to slide these over a little bit. Okay. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. We're going to save this for the end, okay? Just going to sit it right here. Let's see what this may have to do with for you. Ooh, I always hear INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means, man? This is strong Virgo energy, but I feel like this is you right here, right now. But you may be dealing with a Virgo. This is baby Empress vibes. Which honestly, it can be you, like I said, because the Empress itself is Libra Taurus energy. So very much so, I feel like definitely this is your energy, and I feel like you're receiving wisdom from the hard work that you have put in. Understanding, I mean, that may be what you do for work. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we really do. The ones that I'm really tapping into, we are light workers and intended to, you know, we have to empathize with a lot of people, right? Which takes a lot of patience leading into Pile 3. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. Look at here. Look, as I knock this over. No coincidence there. We're going to get to it, baby. Hold on. And it says, I accept that everything happens in divine order, by the way, for that patience. But here's Aries energy. Speaking of that Aries, right? Coming through strong. And it's the center of your reading. This is all about that faith. Taking that leap of faith to do what you need to do and trusting that you will be caught, you know? Trust fall is what I always get from this card, and I love it. No worries, no cares at all. You may really want to work with Amethyst. That is part, like, not even part. It definitely would help maintain that divine connection. You know what I mean? In case you ever need to tap in to honor this light within, you know? I don't know. Some of y'all may be working with crystal grids in order to balance and ground yourself. Like I was telling y'all, get into that earth energy, especially going back over here, but get into that earth energy for real. So, because I can even get it with all that green in here. Oh my. I just remember. I gotta go back. Yep, I gotta go back. Anyways, let's see what we got. You realize that maybe the options you once considered, whether this is to do with the job or relationship or whatever, really wasn't so grand as they turned out. I heard somebody figured out the grass wasn't so green on the other side. Right? The thing about it is you really got to just water where you're at. Here's another 7, by the way. I'm telling y'all, 7s are the number for y'all. It's interesting because I believe for Aries, their number was 6. They kept getting 6s. For y'all, 7. That's interesting. And I said I was going to add, which I will do. I said I was going to add the book, this numerology book, to give you the message behind the number. Like the number that, since that's like I'm seeing that as a theme overall. That's interesting. So let's see. That was pretty quick, straight to the point. I mean, this goes without saying, you may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like I said, or Aries, or even a fellow earth sign if it's not just you, right? Taurus and Virgo, Cappy and Virgo, yeah, included. Okay. All right. And here's the, oh wow, that's priceless. This came out for Aries as well. I want to say here, but it says sometimes surrender is painful, and that's powerful, y'all, because look at this. I told you, well, I don't think I showed this to you yet, but here's the overall underall energy for the bottom of the deck of the tarot. And I told Pile 1, same vibe. This is which came out in Aries reading down here. But anyways, this is all about being controlling and manipulative and impatient, basically stubborn, and even, right? And I was telling y'all not to do that if you came from Pile 1. But look at this though. This is the overall underall energy for these, for the divine abundance. Good gracious. But anyway, it says sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions, which is why because this can be illusionary energy, especially upright. Like you just got so many choices, and some of them are really I just heard more than meets the eye. It's not what it appears. That can be illusionary energy, but you see it clearly through that. I love that. Anyways, and it's a sacrifice to love. That's powerful. But look at this, and we're gonna get to it in the wrap up. But I just needed to show y'all that. And then, furthermore, the overall underall energy for the the header is Soma from the galactic heart, and I'm telling y'all, there's a heavy emphasis on the heart chakra for y'all. Pay attention, man. Which is also symbolic to me of the earth and the home. You know what I'm saying? That all wrapped in one, which y'all keep getting in your headers. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and read your header to you, or topper, excuse me. How do you say that? Viracocha? That's how I'm going to say it. Viracocha. Let's see. And just be patient, y'all. These can be a little lengthy. All right. Pages 200 to, from what I'm going to read you, goes through 202. But in totality, because she leaves off with the healing process, it goes through 203. And if you are interested, just hit me up and I will gladly send it to you. But I'm not going to read through that because these are already long enough. Okay. 43. Viracocha. Honor the light. You are a light bearer. Your sole purpose is to redress the presence of darkness on this planet through shining the light. You are meant to do this in the ways that feel most uplifting to you. What brings brightness to your spirit? Do those things. How can you create a loving legacy to remind others of the light? Exploring and expressing the light in ways that remind others to seek the light too is a way to fulfill divine destiny. Your light is powerful. Use it. I laugh because it's exactly what I was channeling. I'm trying to tell y'all, and that's why I had to remember, because I forgot to even read theirs, but I'll go back and I'll insert it in there. But anyway, in a reading, people around you, perhaps even you, can sometimes get caught up in the troubles of the world and forget to focus on the light in their own creative power. Gently but persistently remind yourself and others to ask for divine help. This can be done according to each individual's belief system. Prayers will be answered. Focus on the light at specific moments during each day. Place sacred objects in your line of vision so you see them and remember the light often. You are a light worker, light bearer, one who is divinely designed to receive and transmit light for the benefit of humankind and Mother Earth. You have more influence in situations to bring about divine conclusions than you may realize. Don't be afraid to use your light in all ways possible. All right? Spiritual guidance. The great creator deity in the pre-Inca tradition from the Andes region in Viracocha, who is said to have risen from Lake Titicaca during the time of darkness to bring forth light. He made the sun, moon, and the stars. In his wisdom teachings, this reminds us of the importance of creating numerous ways to experience and remember the light and to reflect it back to ourselves and the world. Creating things in our minds and our world to reflect the divine light is vital. These could be simple altars, sacred spaces, beautiful sacred objects, or if could be the act of burning incense, playing beautiful music, doing a daily practice of meditation and oracle readings. I'm telling y'all, I told Pal 1 anyway, some of you may be, doing the same thing here as far as readings and, tapping in more to the occult and expanding your spirituality in that way. Let's see. Or if could be the act of burning incense, playing beautiful music, doing a daily practice of meditation and oracle readings, praying, conscious dance, or art. Choose whatever it is that helps you honor the light and reinforces it as an authentic presence within your being. Through regular practice, a radiance will be ignited and its flames fanned within. Our soul becomes a lighthouse to help others find their way. Amplifying the inner light is a way to tap into your creative consciousness. Then what you generate in this world through your thoughts and actions is what you actually want to share, that which increases hope, goodwill, happiness, and peace in this world. It is said that Viracocha made humans by breathing into stones, but his first creation efforts were not pleasing to him, so he destroyed them with a flood and began anew for a better result. That's like God, right? That is exactly what that is, the story of creation, right? The symbolism of this speaks of allowing our creative ideas to evolve. We do not need to be sacred No, excuse me, we do not need to be scared to let things fall away, to wash clean and start afresh with our creative intentions. We can do this daily through prayer and other ways to honor and strengthen the inner light of spirit. For someone like you, with a strong mind and the ability to broadcast thoughts and feelings more clearly than many around you, with the position and purpose of spiritual influence at a soul level, it is essential that you bring your mind and way of being back to the light many times each day. If you get into a dark mood, it doesn't only affect you, it may well it may well bring down many others, even if you are alone. Hiding from the world under a bundle of blankets, your darkness doesn't go unnoticed, unfelt. The more you grow spiritually, the more your own states of being will have an impact in this world. This doesn't mean that you need to fear your own darkness. Rather, when it arises within you, your job is to recognize it and work through it without delay. You minimize the amount of time and grip that keep falling over. We gonna get to you. Hold on. You minimize the amount of time and grip that you give it in your own soul, and you practice authentically bringing yourself back to the light. There is no magic in this. It is an ability born of practice. I was getting ready to say patience, which keeps falling over. The discipline to practice comes from a desire to be in the light. You can choose to be in the light for whatever reason. It could be simply that it feels good or that it connects you to great spirit and you like that feeling. It may be that being happier makes you more attractive and magnetic to what you want to experience, or you want to brighten up someone's day and not darken their mood with your own. You may want to show gratitude to the divine, not discontent, and so forth. The point is that you figure out your best motivations to be in the light, and you practice putting yourself there again and again. I love that. I love that very much. All right, my beautiful, I was about to call you Aries. Wow, Taurus, those of you who chose this pile, that is what I have for you. I pray that it resonates, and if it does, so sorry, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, especially and including yourselves. And I pray that's what you're here for. Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're joining me for another pile, I will see you there. If not, please take care. Deuces. All right, my beautiful Taurians, those of you who chose this pile number 3, this is the pile, and these are the messages for you. And I know we in a tight, not even a tight place, but I know I can see that the sun is really trying to peek its way out. So just bear with me. I pray you can still see them okay. But we're diving into this patience energy, which has been trying to show its head. It mainly started falling over. Well, honestly, in both of them, but especially this second pile. So there may be something in there for you if you didn't check out pile 2 already, or November. I do feel like something is needed to come through, bust through, come out of bondage, right? I feel like some of you, it has taken quite a bit of patience in order to break yourself free, break generational chains, something about that. There's something also to do with your sacral solar plexus chakra that is needing to be, maybe blockages there that are needing to be freed up. And I feel like they will be freed up with you using your throat chakra, which is what you rule, to speak whatever it is you you are wanting over your life and needing to release from you. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Give it to God. Let it be free. Release it. It's also a heavy energy of heart that's throughout. I've been telling y'all that. So honestly, the number 4 and 7 have been really heavy for y'all. 7 especially. The card itself says patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order, and I feel like you're needing to go in divine order through the chakra system to work through each and every one in order to bring yourself into alignment and have patience, care, and compassion with yourself as you work through this. It takes a lot. It takes a lot, and it will likely take a lot out of you. So let's see what this is, because many of you, this is needing and has to be done, because if you missed these, you need to go back and listen. But many of us are definitely empaths. With this being center of your reading, you're definitely empaths. And I told both of y'all, both of these piles, light workers. So that's gonna take a lot, and you're gonna have to learn the lesson of patience. That's a hard lesson to learn. Look at this beautiful look. But look what I say. I said this from the get-go, and I forgot to tell y'all in the intro order, that the rabbit animal totem may be a spirit guide totem for you, because I seen it on the way here to do this, and that is a sign of abundance for sure. And listen, look at the card. It's blessings of the supreme being. That's why I told y'all, I feel like I said it in here, and I'm gonna get back to it in the wrap up, but it's like the idea, I know I said it with power one, because I said the adversity and patience that was bringing me the similar vibe, right? Those are tough lessons, but the blessing, the reward is so grand when you get through it, though. You know what I'm saying? It's so worth it. Look here, 25 potentially being a 7. That's all about your manifestation. I hear Landrell, I'm manifesting money. Yeah. And I said something about that fifth chakra, like speaking exactly what you want into existence. And she is balancing the light and dark, the masculine and feminine. She's transformed. Look at her heart. Look how beautiful that is, y'all. Allow it to expand, allow it to grow, which is what that 5 energy is all about. That 2 is, that to me is the union, or coming together, or balancing, or choosing and needing to balance the light and dark, the masculine and feminine, all aspects of you. So within, so without. And once you do that, like I said here, you'll see your manifestation in the 3D, in the physical. But it starts internally first. And that's powerful, because it's like, you know, this is the growth. This is the seed that was planted, starting at her root and sacral and working her way up. And 2, that's what allowed her heart to blossom. And then she is definitely receiving that wisdom, the higher knowledge, and her crown and third eye are definitely transforming. She can see it. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can clear all obstacles in my way. And that's exactly what she's doing. She has the power, literally, of life and death in her hand and in her tongue. So be careful what you speak. I don't know. We'll get to the reading of this in a moment. Let's see what, and we'll get to this at the end. But let's see here. Let's see what this may have to do with for you. Look at here. If this ain't ultimate balance and patience. Sage energy here. Beautiful. 14 potentially being a 5. This is, again, balancing the light and dark aspects within. Okay? So within, so without. That's perfect. Thank you, Spirit. That's patience. That's divine timing right here. As it says, divine order, right? Oh, something not finished. And I feel like the inner work. You see, she's in that circle, in that omnivorous. Is that what you call it? She's protected for sure, and you are protected and guided. But with this in reverse, something's unfinished, and you got some unfinished business. And like it's kind of, these are connected, obviously, in some shape, form, or fashion. And they're both major arcana, which is powerful. The world, I feel like, can be anybody, don't matter what sign you are. But strong sage energy. And I said some of y'all gonna be moving or trying to do something. This too may be that energy of being all over the place. I feel like, you know, like I talked about it in Power 1, so you may want to go back and listen if you haven't already. Alright. The inner workings, that's what needs to be done. And wow, if they ain't highlighting patience in this pile, this is exactly what that is. Being patient, waiting for your ships to come in, knowing that there's bigger and better on the other side. This is Aries energy as well. Could be any fire sign, to be honest, especially since we got Sage here heavy. But man, that's powerful. That's powerful. that's what it is. Being patient. You gotta. Some of y'all ain't quite there yet. You ain't mastered that yet. That's why this is in reverse. But it's okay, as long as you keep working. Keep fighting, keep striving, knowing you can always count on me. That's what the divine is saying to you. See? That's the divine abundance. That's why this is in reverse, because you still got some work to do. Love it. You may want to use Kali energy. Kali will come through, honey, because she's protective. She'll come through and shoot. Anything that's not serving you, stuff you may not even be wanting to see necessarily. I don't know. But it says, during crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. All right? I couldn't have said it no better, honey. That's exactly it. Let me go on and read to you this, how you say this? Aloha keakua. I don't even know, but blessings of the Supreme Being. Look, I turned right to it. I kid you not. right to it. Anyways, these are pretty lengthy. What I'm going to read you is on pages 128 through 130. It goes on through 131, but you know, that's part of the healing process. And like I've told each and every other pile or group, if you are interested, hit me up and I will gladly send it to you, but I'm not going to read it through. All right. 25. Aloha Keakua, blessings of the Supreme Being. Aloha Keakua, the divine is love. The Supreme Being from which all of life emanates manifests a blessing for you. The realm of the heart is love's temple. When you enter the heart, you gain access to the Great One and to the, quote, mana, end quote, the power, authority, grace, and magnetism to manifest your divine destiny. Trust in what is meant for you. Surrender doubt and, wow, because I ain't even show y'all the overall underall energies for each deck, but look at here, we're gonna get to it too further deeper in the wrap up. You got this for the tarot, which I've been telling all y'all is that stubbornness, that manipulation, that impatience as it falls back over. Look, that impatience, that, you know, not seeing things from both sides, you know, not having that care and compassion for yourself, because that 4 is a screaming heart chakra with the Emperor, and it's talking about, like I said, y'all got heavy heart, y'all got some inner workings to do, right? Those of you who this resonates with. But this is what I was trying to get to, because it came up big even in pile 2, and it connects, y'all. They make it work. That's how it's meant to come out. We're gonna get to it, like I said, in the wrap up. But and then this is the overall underall energy for the topper here. Soma of the galactic heart. Like I said, y'all got that heavy heart energy, inner working to do. Okay? Anyway. Whew. The Great One will handle all matters in your life if you open your heart to divine guidance and let go with faith. This will not make this powerful. That is no coincidence that this full is, I know you probably can't see it because of the sun, but that this is center of your overall reading, which we're going to get to. That is no coincidence. That's faith in and of itself. Look, hold on now. Be patient. Thank you for your presence, but be patient. Be patient with me, please. Look, this will not make you passive. Rather, it will allow you to feel inspired to take only the most helpful actions. This oracle indicates an answered prayer and that the Divine One has you covered in a situation of concern to you. I'm telling you, y'all are protected here, okay? You are healing and deepening your relationship with the Divine. Spiritual guidance. You have an empowered and open heart that is capable of receiving divine presence. This is a sacred gift that must be protected. Protect the temple of your heart from becoming clouded by fear or lack of forgiveness. The purity and strength of your heart flows from your loving relationship with the Supreme Being, whatever your image of that being may be. Allow yourself to trust unconditionally in your divine relationship, and your affairs will work out beautifully. Sometimes we sense a significant purpose for our lives, a task that could benefit the greatest good. Or there may be simply an issue that you know you need to confront in order to grow spiritually, but your mind is afraid to let go. In such moments of doubt or concern, or even in those, in parentheses they have, perhaps slightly rarer, in parentheses, moments where you may feel like a super being, capable of anything at all, it is important to remember the truth about the role of the Supreme Being in our hearts and our lives. We need to do our part to fulfill our destinies, and the Great One needs us to trust and allow for divine love to be our nourishment. Divine grace destinies without mana. No, wait a minute. Hold on. We need to do our part to fulfill our destinies, and the Great One needs us to trust and allow for divine love to be our nourishment, divine grace to be our empowerment. The truth is, we cannot fulfill our divine destinies without mana. This is the authority, grace, and power that the Divine has instilled within us, and which will continue to help us cultivate and express through the guidance that we feel in our hearts. For every purpose that has been given you, there is also the divine gift of the power to accomplish it. It is only through divine relationship that we can tap into these gifts and make the sacred purpose for our lives a reality in the world. You are one of the souls with a purpose and a heart big enough to be concerned about the spiritual vitality of the many. True spiritual purpose like this cannot be condensed into a job. It is a way of being. When you recognize that the Great One is in all, has power beyond what the intellect can understand, and is generous and empowering of the purpose of all souls, then you will be ready to express and grow your mana, your holy power in the world. There is a purpose for which you were born. Time and events shall converge to bring you all. Time and events shall converge to bring you to all that you need for fulfillment of this purpose. You shall gain all the benefit and be protected from derailment. As you deepen your heart connection to the Supreme Being who is love, cast aside anger, fear, disappointment, and judgment. If you feel hesitant to trust because of certain ideas or past experiences, talk to the Great One about those things and ask to be shown how to find the peace and understanding that helps you become open to intimacy with the divine. If you have to break through some barriers of mind and heart to love the divine more fully, ask for help in doing so boldly. Acknowledge the divinity of the hand that works through yours. Like I said, you got the power in your hands. You got the whole world. Like, for real. Do not lay false claim to the wonders that will flow. And in parentheses, they say, as that would simply scare your mind and close your heart as it wonders how it could ever do it again, in parentheses. Instead, revel in the feelings of the safety, strength, and tenderness that fill your soul when you allow yourself to pay due reverence to the great beloved. I love that. That's powerful, y'all. That is truly powerful. And as I was saying, here in the world, you are protected. So that's probably why this is in reverse too. Have no fear. There's nothing to fear. You are definitely divinely guided and protected, and everything that you are intended to do, especially if you're feeling it in your heart, if it's calling you or pulling at your soul, it's meant for you. Have fear, face the fear and do it anyway. That's all I'm gonna say, because that's part of the ego a little bit, trying to protect us, whatever. Could be from past life dealings that rejection, like I said, rejection, judgment, ridicule, shame, blame, guilt, whatever, all that fear-based mentality. But it's like, nah, man, you a child of God and you are protected. It ain't nothing that anybody can do, say, do, you know what I'm saying, that can really hurt you. So anyway, that's what I have. I'm gonna leave it there for those of you who chose this pile or month. This is the reading for you, and I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, especially including yourself. And I pray this is what you're here for. Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for doing so. And if you want to join me for another pile, if you haven't already, I'll see you there. And if not, stay tuned to the wrap up. Let me get you out of here, okay? Deuces. Alright, y'all, I try to remove as much of the glare as possible, but let's go ahead and get into this wrap up. So welcome. Thank you for joining in with me today. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive into this. I'm going to try not to mess with them too much, but as you see for the months, the overall energy that we are getting into is the adversity, accepting that challenges are the best way to learn, right? And I told y'all you are a beacon of light. So we are light workers, and that's been the overall theme of, alongside with working with that heart chakra energy. Many of you or us are empaths as well. As this card says, I am open to seeing both sides of the situation, getting into your heart chakra for sure. That's powerful with this being center of the overall reading. And then the ultimate lesson, finishing up or wrapping up this last quarter energy of the year, is patience, accepting that everything happens in divine order. And in order to burst through, in order to really get into alignment and to get through even from the lower chakras in the center here to the higher chakras, kind of up top here, you have to go through the heart chakra, and that's how you break them chains, come out of bondage, free yourself, right? And that may be what you are teaching to others, especially since some of you, I feel too, may be doing similar to this as far as doing readings of your own, trying to guide people, being life coaches or spiritual guiders, mentors or whatever, what have you, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. I don't really like giving it titles, but it is what it is. Basically, that's why I say light workers, using your divine gifts to help those in need, however you see fit, whatever pulls at your heartstrings and calls to your soul, right? Each and every one of your headers brings forth that heart healing energy that's necessary. The number 7 is very powerful for your group, but any of these numbers that's already out here may resonate with you. Really, all of them, right? All of the numbers 1 through 10, essentially. But anyways, so this is that world energy again, talking about your heart. the energy of Pachamama, she with the Andean emerald heart. This is honoring the light which comes from your soul, the depths of your soul. You understand what I'm saying? With that fourth chakra being first and talking about getting into alignment, moving into that 3, but together they make the 7. That's in order for your manifestations to be able to come through. And then once again, we got 25 and the blessings of the Supreme Being in order, which is another 7 potentially. And it's like you have the power to bring forth whatever manifestations just within your hand, but I feel like it's also within your words, what you speak with that 5 and that 5th chakra. And that's the growth potential that you have, right? But you are needing to be balanced. That's beautiful, because all of these, every single one of these up here in this top row are balanced, right? She's even balancing on top of the word, like I said, when that wheel energy, but it's done. You know what I'm saying? With that 10 energy, it's done to begin anew. This beautiful independent Virgo energy, which I feel is you though, is definitely balanced and stabilized and grounded and knows what it is that she wants, right? She has already chosen the opportunity in the pentacle that she's choosing, that has the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That may be what you are delivering to others. And of course, this is the epitome of balance here with the temperance energy, as well as patience and divine timing as it comes out right up. And I mean, this power right here just it's exactly what it says, patience, because you even got the 3 of Wands finishing up over here, which is all about patience, waiting for the right time essentially, and for your ships to come in, right? Some of you may not quite be there yet, because this is in reverse and this Tower is in reverse, so some of you are still kind of, and with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, I told y'all that is impatience to me. But you may not quite be you may be resisting, if you will, or trying to control the situation. And it's like, nah, because the way that this Tower is set up, that's intended, that's like it's divine intervention at the right time and place in your life, but it's also like unexpected. For you know what I'm saying? It's when it comes at the point when there's a point. I'm hearing a point of no return, and it comes at a point when enough is enough, where you just can't keep going on. There's no way you can continue on the way you've been doing things. You understand what I'm saying? So the divine will come in and honestly force you to do this, to surrender, which it says. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what hard is to stop trying to control the whole universe, which is, like I said, what this is, right? Anyway, so with this middle row, it's like that is the biggest lesson. Wow, look at that. That's the biggest lesson, though, to really learn to have faith and trust that the divine has you. You are protected, honey. I keep telling y'all that you are protected. And the beautiful thing is, once you surrender, sacrifice yourself, your heart and soul, to be quite honest, and sacrifice yourself as a vessel, right? To stop trying to control the way that things go, and just allow God to come in and show up and show out in your life. And the potential that you have, your abilities, man, your blessings, they limitless. Like I was saying, you ain't even gonna have enough arms or hands to catch to receive all of the blessings, right? Anyway, and then this bottom row here is again talking about, I see some of you though, truly, I love how it really what am I trying to say, how it progresses, because you go from resisting to finally seeing the truth, right? What option is really best for you, to then surrendering, as that's interesting that I even put that right there, to surrender to what is to come for you, and surrendering to being patient and waiting for God to show you. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for those signs and synchronicities to align, right? So there definitely needs to be a lot of balancing going on. And I was getting ready to say something about this diagonal here, even progressing to the here and now or future, or you know what I'm saying, what it is for you. Is basically, like I said, the 10 is done, died, or something's done and over with, and it's also talking about that movement, right? But starting over on a new cycle and having these two are both Aries energy. So Aries is that go get that instant spark, that inspiration, you know what I'm saying, to move. Aries don't really have any trouble with change, because that is honestly, that's change, like that is change, almost the epitome of change. Outside of the Scorpionic energy, it is the epitome of change, because it's the spring, it's the new year, it's when everything, the newness is trying to come through, you know what I mean? It's definitely change. It's coming out of that dark night of the soul, or the dark, the hibernation really, and like going to where you know what's best for you. I don't know how else to really say that, but anyway, The overall underall energy of the header here is Mayu, which 36 potentially being a 9 is time. It is you at the end, honey. It's time for you to go ahead and open up that heart chakra, right? Balance yourself with this 3 coming to alignment, mind, body, and spirit. And that 6 is screaming about balance, harmony, peace, joy, love. You know, we're getting ready to read it. Look, it says time to cross the threshold. Y'all, I can't make that up. And it's a 19, which is a 10. The 19 is the sun in a Leo energy in the tarot, which is all about enlightenment, right? Understanding, the clarity, and that childlike energy kind of is bringing me back to this Aries energy, like just going with it, you know? Wow, I cannot make it up. It's time. Because I said that even right here in that 7 of Pentacles, the time is now, you know? And that's funny, it's right here by this divine time. Go on and step through, you know? Step through that portal, honey. It's okay. You ready. You may not think so, but you are. They wouldn't be calling forth to you if you weren't, you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and read this, y'all. And let me let y'all get out of here. These can be rather lengthy, so just be patient. It is going from, hold on, child, I'm trying to get to 39, which is Anka. That's interesting. I don't know why I was trying to get to that one so bad, but pages 172 through 175, but for what I'm going to read you, it ends on 174. So 36, Mayu, Soma from the galactic heart. The divine mother's milk of the galaxy is feeding your soul. Expansion of your horizons, your spiritual purpose, and your sacred responsibilities is taking place. Divine potential within you is awakening at a higher turn of this creative spiral consciousness. This oracle is a prophecy of ascension and grace. In the reading, your soul has been going through a deep spiritual feeding process and is growing rapidly. The evidence of this in the outer world would be a sense of expansion of opportunity, reach, connections, and new levels of spiritual experiences. Everything that I just said, especially that bringing me back to that, the wheel energy. I told you she ascending, she leveling up, she's sitting on top of the world, right? And this, if you allow, the world, right? Okay. Newborn energies of fertility, which the Fool is that newborn energy, right? We just talked about that Aries energy, and it's front and center in your reading. Newborn energies and fertility, whether biological, creative, or psychological, are being stimulated. The oracle indicates the discovery, development, and expression of talents. An increasingly public profile, which moves you into the spotlight, can help you fulfill your divine life mission, provided that you keep your inner connection to spirit as the highest priority. The oracle speaks of soul healing and around matters of trust, spirit, mother, and abundance. Spiritual guidance. Mayu, star goddess of the Milky Way, was seen clearly in the skies of the ancient Incas. In Western traditions, the Milky Way is recognized as a metaphor for nourishment and the milk of the heavens. When she appears as an oracle, it is an omen of happiness, satisfaction, and fulfillment. If you develop your spiritual practice, you shall come to experience feeling drunk on divine bliss, like a baby in an ecstasy of complete fulfillment through the mother's milk. I love that. When we connect with the galactic heart, it is a sign of spiritual advancement. We are growing in such a way that our being becomes ready, willing, and able to take up more spiritual space in the atmosphere. You will express that spiritual growth in your life according to your talents if you are a thinker. Your ideas will become more inspired, expansive, and original. If you are a healer, you will experience the flow of a new quality of divine consciousness through your work. If you are a leader, you will experience a feeling of being overshadowed by something truly great, kind, and helpful, whilst at the same time feeling more fearless, bold, and confident to speak your truth and guide those in your care. Whatever the truth of our soul, encounters with the galactic heart are granted in order to evoke, expand, and empower it upon the earth. Some interpretations of the Vedas from ancient India see the Milky Way as the heavenly Soma, the nectar of immortality and the drink of the divine. Soma can feed the soul, but like any food, healthy or otherwise, too much at any given time is hard to digest and can create more harm than good. More divine light and energy is not always better, at least not when we try to take it all in at once. We need to learn when enough is enough, to detach from the Divine Mother's breast and rest in contentment and fulfillment of the present moment. Wow. To allow ourselves to be spiritually fed, to know when to latch on and when to detach from the inflow of spiritual energy, to allow for the mind, body, and soul to adjust to the increased levels of light and spiritual nutrition, and to metabolize that for healing growth. We need to We need to feel trust, and surrender into the divine feminine. If we have had difficult issues around trust, support, and nourishment as human beings, then clearing those issues through grace so as to be able to receive the heavenly nectar without greed or fear is important. Mayu offers healing of these matters with grace. Digestion and integration also allows us to utilize the blessing and become ready for further expansion when it is time to feed again. We trust that her sacred food will be available when needed. We can learn to rest into all that Galactic Mother will provide for our soul, growing us into the fullness of our spiritual radiance and maturity. One dose of her extraordinary blessed soma at a time. And that's the medicine. That's the healing. I love that. All right, y'all. That is what I got. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, but especially in including yourself. And I pray that's what you're here for. Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for doing so. If you want to join me for another pick a card, you can check the link in the description box and or any playlist on my channel, okay? I pray to see you there. If not, please take care. I love you anyway. Till the next one, y'all be easy. Please don't forget your love and light because you definitely need it. Right? That's what this whole thing is about. I pray you got that. Your light is just your truth, okay? Anyways, y'all be easy. Deuces.